Okay, this is the next update. So it's not fully painted yet. The back isn't, and I've got the first coat on this wall. But this is Brownwoods Hospital that she asked for, and the base parking lot is printed. I'm gonna paint the lines. They're actually raised yellow, and then I'm going to put some grass within that square that's right around the building. But basically, of course, it made it so that with this big footprint, which is fine, I've rearranged the buildings again. So this is what I'm thinking. So I have some U-Haul buildings being printed. I'm not completely done, so I would have to fill this light hole, which isn't a problem. I have to make a new one over here. And then I put this building here because it was kind of jammed in between others, and I'd have to fill a little bit of the light hole. Not a big deal. This gas station is staying here, that's no question. And then like I say, I've got these U-Haul vans here, and I've got the trailers here, so there's quite a bit to the U-Haul facility, like to print. There's a office, there's a garage, there's a big sign. So, and I can print as many of these vehicles as I want and then paint them all up. I think it's a great thing to have near the gas station, and that it's like the ones I'm used to. So I've kept these three buildings basically here, maybe changed them a little bit, but these two for sure, and this one's shored up. They're all the same style. And then I ditched the Bluebird clothing and the Vesta Cafe, put them over here, and then I put this one, which I painted a long time ago with the white grout trick. Paint it white first and then sponge paint it with, you know, it's too nice a building to be reversed or whatever. So, and I needed some lower buildings, and then I'm not totally finished. I've started to paint the I painted the posts like with a yellow warning on the bottom and then silver, because they were actually little dowels. And then I got to weather this and work on it some more. And then the entrance is actually in the back, so I've got that, and I've got another level to add on it as well on the parkade. And then I flipped this around. This building is giving me a headache. It looks really nice lit up because it's got all the curtains in it. It's a hotel, so I'd need to put a new sign on it, but it's got this stupid door with the doorman, which basically doesn't line up for when you're going to do sidewalks in a street. So if you look, that's my street, and if I flip it around, set it back, it just doesn't look right. I've tried it every way. I got the tower on here. I think I showed that in one of the other videos. I found my letters, I put the K on, so that's the TV station, the German club, and the Army and Navy recruiting office, and the bank stays there. Now these I'm going to probably pull off, and I'm going to bring them out. I saw that on another video, so with some foam board. But I need basically another one. So I had an extra hospital here. I would paint it a different color than red, like tan or something. And then the big thing is I flip these around. There's one panel missing on here, so I could figure that out. These were over here as a trucking company, but they couldn't be there anymore. You could put one because of the hospital. So, I mean, I have the ambulances, you know, it makes sense. And then basically, in theory, you could spot a boxcar here for loading. This is it's deckled as a furniture factory. And then this building as well, which I really like. I've got it here kind of positioned as a station. And then this in theory would be like some grass, like curbs, and then parking. That's kind of the one that I'm not sure about, and that could potentially be moved back where these are, or this one could, and this one goes back, becomes an industry, and then I would still put the station here because I always was going to, or build it out. But now I'm leaning towards having like these kind of changes, because towards the railroad track These types of buildings make more sense. And then you need some of the lower buildings so you can see on the back side. Okay, I got 3 packages of these. They're kind of expensive, but they're nice looking, and some of them are blue spruce. I don't have any, so I don't know where I'm going to plant them yet, but I got 3 bags. They're not cheap, but I got some smaller ones and some bigger ones I had from before. They're called Archer trees, so I've found some for sale. All this stuff is the same. The Firehouse and the Northern Pacific, Denny's, all that's the same. But I really want to add some, basically, it's not a park, but kind of like curbs and greenery. And then, like I say, these 2 buildings, you know, I'm not quite finished yet, but hospital has to go down there. It can't go up here. It's too thick. The parking lot is too wide. And it makes sense where it is. And then if you look here, you got the strip club, and you're looking up, and the church is at the end of the street. So parkade's beside the hotel. I like how that's coming together. And the buildings are not they're not too big. I mean, these aren't obviously the exact buildings they have in Livingston, but yeah, it's coming together where I'm happy with the scene, I guess, if that makes sense. Still have to put sidewalks in and light posts. I have all of it. Just still dealing with placement. So that's basically it. Got some more 3D printing to do. And then over here where the pile of passenger cars are, I have the buildings for the Northern Pacific engine facility. That'll all be down on this side. So, all right, I'll leave it with you, and I'll have another update hopefully soon. I've got some time off from work, and we'll leave it at that. All right, guys, have a good one.